11 a.m. Check out, might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
We got this.
The hot! What are these?
51's the mic.
Hey, Steamer!
I got you.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight...
That's caught inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, you guys going to come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
That's a hot! What are these?
Mike, number 53.
Lucky 48.
They'll run for it with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On second and goal, Cousins being chased, and that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here I come again.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, Johnson. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch 54.
I got him. What hot? All right, here we go. It's on.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Lions on a pickup of 13. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Under crunch.
Drill right, 22.
Blue draw corkers.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Set, 180.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch it. Stay 50. Greystone travel.
Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Hey.
Here we go.
Hey, 70. General West.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is fielded at the 7. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in a 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Cousins escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Diggs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's just
Break your own off. Hey, can't. Where's your hot?
From the shotgun, it's Cousins, eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They bring Rashawn Melvin on the corner blitz, and he gets there. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
12 yards to go.
To hot. 180.
51.
2.
Watch the run.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 25. Check 25. Hey, no, easy.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's caught by Smith. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
50.
Single.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, baby, I see you.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins steps away to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Cousins. It's brought in by Doxson. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. To throw, Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Cousins to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jared Davis in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey, seam 6.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
So don't say nothing.
Go, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
Throwing is Cousins.
Let's go one more.
Flushed out right. He's got his man. This is Doxson. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Let's go.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Complete to Josh Doxson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw is Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jared Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Cousins. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. They'll roll it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
White 7.
Mike's 5'4",
Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Topper!
They'll run it now with Barner. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13.
32. Double right. 80 weapons.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. First down, Detroit. 16 yards on the pickup. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
To throw is Stafford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Stafford. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Watch the back. Watch the back. Right there.
Again, it's Stafford.
Quit talking about it.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The hug. What I need. 51. Here we go, G. Hey, Ken. Protein spill. 37.
Now on second and 16. Cousins going deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Throwing, Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it, and the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
Cousins now. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds, incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Cousins to throw for it on fourth. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Yellow.
Now Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. First down, here's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Irv Smith Jr. with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
I'm coming! Hey, switch gears.
11.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there and a first down.
First down, Lions.
Stafford now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
32.
To throw again. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
300.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw, Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The pass complete, this one to Danny Amendola. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Night, sweetheart.
From the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Lions on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Stafford. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Right there. 50, right there. 54.
Hey, orbit.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Get off the train tracks.
The hot.
52 is the mic.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. And Diggs has it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
New mic. Yellow.
Here's Cousins. Flushed out right. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Bailey now for the extra. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted.
Interception. Come on, guys. We got this.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
180. 10.
Watch 54. It's going to be a
22.
It's going to be a long.
Stafford on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
X3, 218, chopper.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Army.
Hey, 54.
Here's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On fourth down, Stafford. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Slam, slam.
Cousins now to throw on first down. It's complete to Diggs. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Complete to Stephon Diggs. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood.
Zebra, zebra, zebra.
What's that?
Cousins to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Cousins. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Makes the score Vikings 37, Lions nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to
taking it right down Broadway. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Prater for the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Throwing is Cousins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
53's Mike. Who that?
He completes it to Treadwell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll throw again. Cousins. Flush to his right. That'll be complete to Cook. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Mike, 53.
Hey, exit.
Mike, we don't want this. Let's go.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, 382, lay 50.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Minnesota, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.